Yeah, that one, yeah. Even we'll start the player and then we'll have the head coach in. If you would like to ask a question, please raise your hand, and we will also have simultaneous translation for anyone who requires it. First question, Richard.
Yeah, hi Ryan. Hi Ryan. You talk of the Champions League at the moment. Is it an incentive to finish top of the group? And I mean, whilst you obviously want the top 8 finish first of all, what would finishing top of that group mean?
Yeah, of course, you want to win every game. So for us, our aim is to win every group game, and then we'll see further. But if you win every game, that means a lot to us.
Right, you played every minute of every Premier League and Champions League game before you came off at Newcastle. Two questions really. One is, how physically are you feeling the strain of all that workload or you played? And also secondly, how much are you just enjoying being such an integral part of this team after obviously your first season at Liverpool, you were kind of in and out of the team?
Yeah, your first question. I feel good. I feel fit. I think when you play a lot of minutes, you get fitter and fitter, and for me, that's the thing. And the second question was, because it was a little bit long.
Just in terms of how much you're enjoying being part of this successful team and being so integral to it after what must have been a frustrating first season where it felt like you were in and out of the team, like some injury issues.
For me, the first season was not that frustrating. My aim was to play a lot more minutes than I had before, and I did. And now, yeah, I'm just happy to play 90 minutes again and be every game on the pitch, and that I can show myself. So I'm really happy that I can be part of this team.
Ryan, it was a surprise at the start of the season when you started in the number 6 role, but you've excelled in it. Do you still think though you're learning and getting better in the new kind of position for yourself?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone can how do you say it? Just improve. So as I. Yeah, it goes really well, but maybe I can do a bit more also in defending. But I'm really happy with the performance I now have, so I have to keep going.
Alright, yeah, after the Madrid game, a lot of people compared you to Tony Cruz. Just wonder how you felt about that. It's been a big compliment to you.
Oh yeah, it's nice to hear that, of course, because Tony Kroos is a legend of the game. He did a lot of good things, so it's nice to hear.
I remember to beat Leverkusen and Madrid. And did you feel like Liverpool were almost becoming the team in this Champions League? You must take so much confidence from big victories like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to beat them because they are really good teams, and before us we look game by game and then we see further.
Hi Ryan, didn't we ask you this at the start of the season when you just moved into that number 6 role, but is there any players aside from around the world, that you sort of model yourself on in that role?
No, not really, to be honest. Yeah, I just want to be myself. So.
Just going back to what you were saying earlier about playing all the time, it's really refreshing because at the moment, lots of players are complaining about playing too much, and it's clearly something that you're absolutely loving. Do you think there'll come a point when you might want to break, or you just want to play every single game?
Yeah, for now it's nice to play play every single game, but yeah, maybe in the future, when you play a lot of games. Yeah, now I think we played 20 games with the Champions League and the competition. But if you reach the 70 or 60 or 70, that's really crazy. But for now, it's okay. That's Spanish?
Spanish?
¿En español?
Yeah.
Buenas tardes, Ryan. Sebastián Murcia para la Popular Sport. En las filas del Liverpool se cuenta con 4 jugadores latinoamericanos. ¿Qué ha podido aprender usted de ellos en este tiempo que ha compartido? Gracias.
Just the willingness to give everything. they give everything. If you see the power what they give, and the 100% always being on. I think that's the most part what I learned from them.
Any more? No, finish. Last one at the back.
McAllister is out for tomorrow. How important is his absence for the way Liverpool want to play?
Maka is a really good player, and we will miss him because he's a top player, really good quality. But you have also other midfielders that are really good. So, and I think they will show tomorrow also. So, we'll see.
Last one here.
Hi, Ryan. Tatiana Perez from Diario de Girona. You mentioned Blin and Van de Beek at Ajax. Have they told you anything about Girona?
Sorry? So this was English, huh?
Yes, yes.
Oh, sorry.
You matched with Blin and Van de Beek at Ajax. I don't know if you talk with them about Girona or.
I haven't spoke with them, but yeah, it's really nice to see them again because I played a few years with them. I played longer with Daly than with Donny, but it's nice to see them again tomorrow. So.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Exactly the same process. You got the microphone. First question. Yes, here. Microphone plus for this one.
In Spanish, buenas tardes, señor Slot. You bienvenido a Girona. Quería preguntarle por el rival de mañana. Usted es un hombre de fútbol, viene de entrenar a un equipo pues, histórico en la Champions, como el PSV, viene también ahora de entrenar al Liverpool, y un proyecto como el del Girona tan ambicioso, y viendo lo que está haciendo ahora, un poco a sus ojos, ¿qué representa? Gracias.
Or the translator made a mistake, or you made a mistake. But I work for Feyenoord and not for PSV. But what does Girona means for me? I think that was the question. I think it's really special what they've done here, particularly last season, but even this season still. I just made the comparison. They were coming close to becoming the Leicester City of England for a few years ago. They were competing for the league title. With this budget, probably means how good of a manager Michel is. Is that the way to pronounce it? Yeah. And even this season, I think they do better than the results might look, especially in the Champions League. I've seen almost every game, and apart from the PSV game, where I wasn't the manager, they were in every game unlucky against Paris Saint-Germain. I think they were a bit lucky against my former club Feyenoord here at home, where they conceded 2 own goals, missed a penalty, although Feyenoord missed one as well. So they were in every game, apart from the PSV Eindhoven one, and that's why we have to be, again, on top of our game tomorrow to get a result over here.
Sorry for the mistake, it was mine.
Oh, was yours, okay.
Buenas tardes, señor entrenador. Sebastián Murcia para la Popular Sport. Quería preguntarle por cómo se encuentra el internacional colombiano Luis Díaz y cómo se vive la sana competencia desde adentro con el holandés Cody Gakpo. Gracias.
It is a healthy competition between Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo, where our fans saw already a few times Luis Diaz playing as a 9 as well in 1 or 2 games this season. We've got, for the last 5, 6, 7 or 8 weeks, 4 players available for 3 positions, and so we've rotated once in a while, mostly the left wing and the 9 position, where our right winger has always been Mo Salah till now. So they've both had a lot of starts. They've both been excellent for us, Luis Diaz and Cody, but the other 2 have done very well also. So I'm happy with all 4 of them. But you were asking me about the Colombian, and I'm really happy with Luis Diaz for as long as I've been here. Excellent work rate, big threat, great footwork, can score goals. So very special player for us.
Gracias.
You're welcome.
Got the mic.
Hi Arne, you top of the group at the moment. Would finishing top have a significance either in terms of the seeding or in terms of just the prestige of finishing top when the whole of Europe's in this group?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so difficult to say anything about this. I've said it many times that in the end of the season you can judge it in the best possible way. If it's helpful to end up first 8, is it helpful to end up number 1? Of course, it seems to be really helpful to end up first 8. But if you every time play your starters, which we have done till now almost every time, then you also need the results, because we also try to do this, first of all, to win the highest possible position, but also to skip the next round. If in the end it means by playing your starters always and skipping that round and still have a very difficult draw, then we maybe are gonna think about it differently next season, what we're going to do then in the group stage. But that is something we have to wait and see in the end of the season, where this will lead us. First of all, we want to stay in the top 8, and therefore we think we still need a win, and the first chance we have is tomorrow night.
Arne, obviously Alisson has travelled, so is he fit to start tomorrow night?
Yes, he is, yeah.
And what kind of a difference does that make for you having him back available after just over 2 months out?
I think it speaks for itself. If you can play with Alisson that has been so outstanding for this club for so many years and for the Brazil national team, that is definitely nice to have him back and to have him available. But if you then look at how his replacement did, it's not going to be easy to do it even better. So we expect definitely the same and maybe on margins a bit better, but Queef did also so well that we can say that we have two very good goalkeepers like our left wingers that can do the job for us. But for so many years, Alisson has been so outstanding for this club that we are expecting and hoping him to do the same in the upcoming weeks and months.
You said there about playing all the starters all the way through, and you're in such a strong position. Does that lead to temptation to maybe make some changes and keep people fresh, or did the game of getting called off at the weekend mean that you don't have to do that?
Yeah, the last thing is for sure. If we would have played that game, then maybe we would have still played the same team as we are playing tomorrow night with, but then you never know how that fixture, that what people told me can be quite intense, would have led to. I think it was a very good decision to cancel the game for the safety of all the people, and if you play such a special game, last game at Goodison Park, it needs to be, in my opinion, also in good circumstances, but that had nothing to do with the game being cancelled, but that's the good end result of it as well, that we can now play this game in good circumstances. But it was a very good choice coming from safety not to play that game. So yeah, now everybody is really fit because we skipped the game on Saturday, so there's no reason to rotate from the last match. Maybe there's a reason for the upcoming match, but there's also three days in between that one. So yeah, we will start like all the other games we've started with a very good team tomorrow.
Good evening, Arne. Tomorrow you've got an opportunity to equal a European club record of 5 successive clean sheets. If my maths is correct, you haven't conceded for 7 hours and 27 minutes in European football this season. What have you done, what have you tweaked to make such a positive change?
Maybe this is something to do with the new setup as well. I don't know, but it definitely has to do with the quality our players have. We were just talking about our goalkeepers, how good they've done for us till now, because Alisson was a few times in goal in the Champions League in Queef, and we have a very good last line. But it's not only our last line and the goalkeeper that keep a clean sheet, it's also all the others that work so hard for it. What have we done? I don't think we've changed that much. The players are getting very good performances in, and as a result of that, we've won games, and I didn't even know, but kept a lot of clean sheets as well.
Hello, good evening. I'd like to know, as you watch Girona, what's the main strength you observe in them, watching Champions League games? And if someone in the squad impressed you the most among the players, if someone impressed you more than the rest of your players?
I think their game model is what stands out, their idea about football. So last season I watched quite a lot of them because I found it interesting what he did with especially the left fullback, and he's still doing that this season as well. Playing so inverted, having such a free role from that position, you don't, at that moment of time, you didn't see that often yet. Now you see some other teams doing it as well, but that was interesting to see. They have a very good idea about football. Always want to bring out the ball from the back, and yeah, they have many good players. But since I'm a Dutchman, I've especially last season I liked a lot Daley Blind, how he did over here. He got some criticism in the Netherlands at his former club Ajax in the end, so for a long time people were very positive about him, but in the end he got some criticism. And if you saw him playing here last season, it was Daley Blind style, so comfortable on the ball, playing balls through the lines, really helping his team. So yeah, they have many good players, but since he's a Dutchman, I will come up with him.
I'm finishing in the top 8. Obviously, you don't know where the draw will take you, but in terms of missing that knockout round, that could be a big advantage, surely, in the Premier League as well. Because if City or Arsenal play that extra round could impact on them?
Good, but if we end up in the top 8, I assume that these clubs you were just mentioning end up in the top 8 as well. So Arsenal, I think 95% sure. City have to do a bit more maybe, but they are able to win 3 times in a row as well. So then they will be in top 8. So, but you never know if it's an advantage. Till now we've played almost every 3 days, and we haven't done that bad. So maybe we should implement some friendly games then if we finish top 8. No, it's a joke of course, but it hasn't been bad for us that we've played so many games. But yeah, we are pushing really hard to end up top 8 because to have the best possible seeding, but definitely also to skip that round.
Well done. Thank you.